Hello and welcome. You're watching Otyrar News. I'm Tina Kudaibergen. Today we will discuss the following. Everything you need to know about the World Nomad Games. One alphabet for all. The Turkic world will speak a common language. How to make Kazakhstani youth politically active. Experts will explain. Trump versus Harris. How the debates went in the USA. Not just jazz. American band tours Kazakhstan. The 5th World Nomad Games are taking place in Astana, representing the largest global competition in national sports. Participants from 89 countries have arrived for the 6-day event, during which 97 sets of medals will be awarded across 21 sports. The games are being held at 6 different sports venues in Astana. This year, approximately 560 horses have been brought from various regions of Kazakhstan. This was necessary because not all participants could bring their own steeds. So Kazakhstan has provided horses as replacements. Marat Koyshin reported that athletes from 10 countries are competing this year, including Spain, Hungary and Canada. Next to the Kazanat racetrack on 10-hectare area is the Nomad World Ethno Village, where various culture events are held daily, actively involving both local residents and visitors to the capital. Amid the games, a new development emerged regarding the unified Turkic alphabet. It was adopted at a meeting of Turkic countries representative in Baku. The alphabet, based on the Latin scripts, consists of 34 letters. According to the Turkic Academy, the 3rd session of the Commission of Development, a unified Turkic alphabet, took place from September 9 to 11 in the capital of Azerbaijan. This session was organized by the Organization of Turkic States. The goal of the meeting was to finalize the project for unified alphabet, leveraging accumulated knowledge and the 2 years of work by the Commission. Participants reviewed the Latin-based alphabet project initially proposed by scholars in 1991.
The Commission conducted detailed discussions and identified aspects of the alphabet project that required further refinement. As a result of this meticulous work, a proposal for a unified Turkic alphabet with 34 letters was agreed upon.
It is noted that each letter in the new alphabet represents different phonetic sounds found in Turkic languages.
The successful conclusion of this meeting holds historical significance. The development of a unified Turkic alphabet fosters mutual understanding and cooperation among Turkic people while preserving their linguistic heritage, emphasizes the Turkic Academy.
The event organizers have called on relevant institutions to provide effective support for the implementation of the proposed unified Turkic alphabet. The Turkic Academy is an international organization established under the aegis of the Organization of Turkic States to promote scientific and educational cooperation among Turkic countries and regions. The Academy includes 4 member states, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Turkey, as well as 2 observers, Hungary and Uzbekistan. Its headquarters is located in Astana. Let's move on to another Kazakhstani news. Representatives of the Public Committee on Nuclear Power Plant Construction held a meeting with residents of Shymkent. They engaged a discussion with students from the South Kazakhstan University. According to Yelan Koshanov, the chairman of the Amanat Party, young people play a crucial role in society, and all significant national decisions are made considering their views. Later, the committee met with members of intellectual committee and local entrepreneurs to discuss the potential of nuclear energy, their prospects for developing new industries and creating favorable working conditions. The far-right party Alternative for Germany has achieved a historic victory in European Parliament elections, the first since the Nazi era. Interestingly, among the supporters of the party were young Germans. Does this unexpected shift in voting patterns cast doubt on the future political landscape of Germany? And how politically active is the youth in Kazakhstan? My colleague Yerasil Kuralbek will provide an analysis.
In the 2019 European Parliament elections, 1 in 3 voters under the age of 24 supported the Green Party, while AfD received only 5% of the votes in this age group. However, the situation changed in 2024. AfD managed to increase its support among young voters to 16%. To understand how the far-right party succeeded in gaining the young youth vote, it is necessary to look into the party's history.
Alternative for Germany, or German, Alternative für Deutschland, AfD, is a far-right or right-wing populist party that was founded in the year 2013. Initially, it emerged as a reaction to the Euro crisis, beginning as a Eurosceptic party that opposed the European Union's bailout policies. However, over the years, the AfD evolved significantly, broadening its platform. Today, it is primarily known for its strict anti-immigration stance, Euroscepticism, and its critical view of the political establishment. The party promotes a national conservative ideology, often positioning itself against liberal democracy, globalization, and European integration. Its rhetoric frequently aims to mobilize fears and dissatisfaction within the population, particularly concerning migration, security, and identity policies.
Alternative for Germany advocates a return to traditional values and the national sovereignty. Experts believe that the party has gained popularity among young people because it considers itself underrepresented.
Maximilian Krah is a prominent figure within the AfD who stands out due to his strong presence on social media, particularly on TikTok. He has a knack for delivering his messages clearly and succinctly, often in a direct and blunt manner, which appeals to many young people. On TikTok, Krah employs populist rhetoric and provides simple answers to complex problems, which can be attractive to young individuals seeking direction. He also positions himself as someone who understands and represents the concerns of ordinary citizens, earning him broad support among this demographic.
Another reason for the party's growing popularity among young people it is that prominent representatives, according to the expert Maximilian Krah, a representative of the traditional values party, Alternative for Germany, previously served as the federal leader of the party. Despite criticism related to his statements, which seems radical compared to other political parties, he remains a significant figure in the public sphere and has even increased his popularity after stepping down from the position.
Prediction, because at the moment we have very big dynamics, political dynamics in Germany. But I would say at the moment it seems like the CDU, the Christian Democratic Union of Germany, is the biggest party with their leader Friedrich Merz. So at the moment we could say probably, if nothing will change, but it's more than a year to the next election in Germany. So I would say the CDU is probably the biggest party in Germany, but last time also the CDU was the biggest party in Germany, but they have to seek for coalition partners.
The German political scene boasts diversity and active competition, much like in other democratic countries. Therefore, as experts say, predicting who will win the race is almost impossible.
Difficult to make a precise prediction about which party will win the upcoming elections, as political developments and public sentiment can change rapidly. Many factors play a role, including current events, the mobilization of voter groups, and the performance of parties and their leading candidates during the campaign. We'll have to wait and see how this dynamics unfold. But as you can see from the current election polls in Brandenburg, the AfD is currently the strongest party in this state of Germany.
And how active is the youth in Kazakhstan? Our editorial team conducted a small survey among residents, and the results leave much to be desired.
On my mind, you don't have to comprehend whole political system. However, you have to be informed about laws of your countries and what kind of laws are being implemented in your country. Yes, young people must be politically literate. Because political literacy reveal your intelligence, erudition, and cleverness. I think first key thing that man should learn is to speak elegantly.
Indeed, you need political literacy, because future of our country lies on hands of young people. Given that reason, any young man needs to be literate.
Yes, we need political literacy. Now we live in time when you dominate with mindset. You have to know about politics.
In his interview with Otyrar News, popular local political scientist Dimas Arjanov shared his opinion on the key factor needed to attract young people.
Вы должны дать молодежи свободу.
Young people need to be given more freedom. The more space they have, the faster they will start seeking opportunities to realize their ideas and inner potential, including participation in politics. In developed and democratic countries, no one is formally taught how to engage in politics or participate in elections. This process evolves naturally and organically. It is impossible to create a system where everyone could be comprehensively trained. It is simply ineffective.
Germany has developed various strategies to more effectively engage young people in the political process. These include enhanced political education starting from schools, as well as the use of social media and digital platforms to reach young audience.
Germany has developed various strategies in recent years to better engage young voters in the political process. This includes improved political education starting in schools, as well as the use of social media and digital platforms to reach young people. The introduction of voting rights at 16 in some states has also helped to increase interest and participation among young voters. Kazakhstan could learn from these approaches by investing in political education and using modern communication channels like TikTok or Instagram to better reach young people and integrate them into the political process. Focusing on issues that directly affect young people could also help to increase their engagement.
Well, that was my analysis for this week. I'll give the next word to you, Tina.
23 years ago, the world was shaken by the news that two planes crashed into the Twin Towers in New York City, one after another. 2,996 people lost their lives. Thousands of lives were shattered in an instant. Shortly after, former President George Bush would call this a terrorist attack, and the hunt for Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden, who claimed responsibility for the attack, would begin. US troops would be deployed in Afghanistan and military orders would be given to start bombing Al-Qaeda terrorist camps and Taliban military bases.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices.
The memory of September 11 is not only a reminder of the tragedy, but also of courage, solidarity, and hope. Kazakhstan stands in solidarity with the world in commemorating this day. The US presidential election remains a key topic of the fall of 2024. The whole world is frozen in anticipation of who will lead one of the world powers. The fierce battle between candidates Harris and Trump continues, and every detail can change the result. Diana Idris understood the intricacies of the American electoral system.
During their first tele-debate, Democrat Kamala Harris and Republican Donald Trump went head-to-head in a heated discussion. Key topics such as the economy, foreign policy, immigration, and security were discussed. Both candidates presented differing visions for the future of the United States.
Harris promoted her opportunity economy plan, focusing on the middle class and corporate tax reform. Trump, on the other hand, argued that his policies had led to significant economic growth before the pandemic, and he plans to restore similar results.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
Foreign policy issues also took center stage. The candidates clashed over Ukraine, with Harris criticizing Trump for potential concessions to Russia. Trump countered that under his presidency the invasion would never have happened, stating, "I want peace and the preservation of lives."
I want to get the war settled. I know Zelensky very well and I know Putin very well. I have a good relationship and they respect your president, okay? They respect me. They don't respect Biden. How would you respect him? Why? For what reason? He hasn't even made a phone call in 2 years to Putin, hasn't spoken to anybody. They don't even try and get it. That is a war that's dying to be settled. I will get it settled before I even become president. If I win, when I'm president-elect, and what I'll do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. That war would have never happened.
Discussing the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, Trump made bold claims asserting that under Harris' presidency, Israel could disappear. Harris reiterated that Israel has the right to defend itself, but emphasized the importance of how it does so. The debates also highlighted deep divisions on key domestic issues, such as immigration and abortion rights. Trump defended the 22nd U.S. Supreme Court's decision that overturned the constitutional right to abortion, leaving the matter to individual states. Harris argued that Trump's stance on this issue insulted American women and called for the restoration of constitutional rights to abortion. Trump claimed that the Biden-Harris administration allowed millions of migrants and criminals into the U.S., worsening security, and called for strong borders and solid walls. Harris responded by saying Trump blocked legislation that would have increased border security personal to combat transnational crimes, including arms, drugs, and human trafficking. Notably, the debates were held on ABC, and the moderators provided fact checks to supplement key conclusions. Many Republicans view this as evidence of the network lobbying for the Democrats.
Well, that Trump versus ABC debate was something. ABC came out swinging. Trump countered. Oh, also Kamala was there.
These debates marked a pivotal moment in the election race. According to recent polls, both candidates continue to maintain high levels of support, making the upcoming election one of the most unpredictable in modern history. Recently, independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who previously ran as a Democrat, suspended his campaign but announced his support for Trump. Meanwhile, pop idol and America's sweetheart Taylor Swift posted on Instagram immediately after the debate, declaring her support for Kamala Harris.
National polls show that the gap between the candidates remains very narrow. The United States presidential election will take place in November. As a reminder, the unpredictability of American elections is due to their system, where the final decision rests with the Electoral College, and we will be certainly observing the situation. Thank you for watching.
American companies Apple and Google have lost their court battles over multi-billion euro fines. The European Court overturned a lower court's decision in favor of Apple, siding with the European Commission, which had previously accused the company of violating competition rules due to tax benefits provided by Ireland. Apple is now required to pay 13 billion euros, which has been held in a trust account. Google also faced a setback. The court rules that the company must pay 2.4 billion euros for abusing its dominant market position. The European Commission accused Google of giving unfair advantages to its own shopping comparison service. Additionally, next week, the European Court will review another fine for Google amounting to 1.49 billion euros for breaching competition rules in its AdSense for search advertising contracts. And now, a piece of exciting news for jazz lovers. From September 11 to 22, Kazakhstan is hosting the American band Tonal Soul. The band recently performed in Capital, and their concert in Shymkent will take place on September 18. Anyone can attend the concert for free.
Okay, so the chorus goes like this. I go, baby doll, don't come for me, doll, don't come for me, doll, don't come for me. I thought you were the one, babe. Doll, don't come for me, doll, don't come for me, doll, don't come for me. I thought you were the one. Y'all got it? All right, let's go.
Tonal Soul is an all-female group that fuses jazz, hip-hop, and soul. The band features vocalist and producer J.C. Caprice, violinist Brooke Alford, singer-songwriter Tanya Sanders, bassist Teja Veal, and drummer Aisha Ellis. Each member brings a unique experience to the band, creating an energetic and unforgettable sound. It's worth noting that besides their musical performances, Tonal Soul also addresses social issues like equality, violence, prevention, and youth supports during their concerts. In addition to Shymkent and the capital, the band will also visit Petropavl and Almaty. As a special treat for Kazakh audience, they will perform a song in Kazakh. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend. Bye.